A little chilly this morning. Feels good. Good morning, sunshines. 1, 2, 3. Good morning, Josh. 4, 5, 6, 7. Good morning, littles. 8, 9. Good morning. Anyone else coming? You coming? Coming out? Coming out? Hi, Heather. 10, 11, 12. Good morning. Coming out? Come on. Good boy. 13, or girl. You guys coming out or are you staying in? Betsy? Broody? 14, 15. Ugh. Oh. Because the little ones like to sleep in the nest bags. So I'm ending up with poop right now, which I'm trying to teach them to be up on the roosts instead. I don't want poopy eggs. Nobody likes poopy eggs. Those are okay. Just make sure that the food actually gets in the trays. A lot of them like to eat from the top anyway. Hi, Josh. I'm going to show you how you eat from the top. There you go. Check the waters. That one could use some more. That one's doing okay. I might look inside the trough. Make sure it's not really dirty. No. Okay. the rule of thumb is, would you drink from it? This level is to here. It's doing okay. Extra water's over here. Can't do it with one hand here. Yes, I can. They sometimes they're messy eaters, and then they'll come over here and they'll wipe their faces in the water, so stuff gets down in the bottom. So after a couple of days, I'll just dump it out again and refill it. Hi, babies. Hi, babies. Good morning. Good morning. Here's the fishing net in case we have to catch one or two that get out. This is the scratch. They like the scratch. I can call them in. Grab a handful and toss it. So I'll come running. Here they come. I don't usually give scratch though unless it's really warm, or if I need to get them in. It's a treat. The feed is the most important thing. I don't have enough hands. Okay, cotter pins. Always go back. I just put them up here so I don't lose them. Take a look. The bigger the birds, the bigger the poops. If I was holding that, I would just use it like a tray. That side looks okay. Oh, one more. I love, love, love using sand in the coop. Well, in the hen house. I think the whole thing is a coop. I could be wrong, but that's what I think. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's see. This should be better. Sometimes I find a soft shell in there. Maybe they've been getting too many greens and not enough calcium. And then I do count that in my count usually. But I don't, if you want to tell me how many eggs we get or that you're taking home, that's great. You don't have to. If they get soft shells occasionally, don't sweat it. I'm just going to put them, put it all in the refuse bucket and don't sweat it. Little birds, little poop. I could just let this drop underneath the straw, but if I leave it in, then the flies are going to come, and we don't like flies. Oh, and I closed this up already. That's okay. just got to remember that now that the littles, I have to remember that now that the littles are in the hen house at night, this side gets spoopy too. Another cotter pin. There's a little bit of poop. Sometimes they get anxious in the morning and they gotta lay an egg. Depends on what time you get there to clean stuff out, but that's okay. Don't sweat it. If they're already in the nest box, don't sweat it. Just pretend you don't see them. And they're fine usually. The only exception would be Olivia, the yellow one, because she seems to have an issue with people around while she's trying to lay her egg. Ah, looks like the first video petered out, so what I showed was locking them up again, putting that cotter pin back, and then putting the cargo netting up that I keep so that they can't fly out and big birds can't fly in. I've got that all along their run because a hawk could easily swoop in if they weren't covered. And then I put the shade cloth back. And just make sure that sometimes the shade cloth gets in the way of the bracket there. So I make sure that it's close, snuggly. And then I dump the goodies into the bucket, and that's it. Wash my hands, go on with the day. I might take a quick visual over here to make sure that gate is closed. Otherwise, they are secure and they are happy and they are enjoying their breakfast. And these little ones have gotten really, really large. They're at least as big as Broody now, which is exciting. The end.